Like shit was all good just a week ago. So, hmm, I messed up my job last week. It's more than apparent that this girl is dropped out. She's not with the program no more. Matter of fact, she never was. So she didn't play you, you played yourself. I always get so infatuated with a woman. There are literally millions, and you're cutting yourself slack. There are billions of women out there, bro. If you don't think you align yourself with the correct track, focus on yourself, give all glory to God, and you don't think that you're gonna find your way and find one woman out of a billion women, out of billions. And in fact, you're cutting God short because you're saying that there's not more for me because you have one-itis, because you're just with one female and you're like, oh, it's not going to get better. You're sticking to the past too much. You're trying to obtain this too much. And in fact, you already know you're a hardworking young man. You're a well capable, smart, intelligent young man. Strong. So there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be rich. There's no reason why you shouldn't be working every single day. Have morals. You know what you're supposed to do, G. But I'm 29. Next year I'm going to be 30 years old. And you can't take no shit, man. Not from nobody. Your girl, your family, friends, the devil. You know what's right. And I've spent too long trying to conform to everybody around me. And it's nobody's fucking, it's not their fault. They're just in a different time span, It's just really consider why you can't maintain a job. And here you are at 29. I'm going to an interview this afternoon to be a dishwasher, which was my first fucking job when I was 18. So here we are 11 years later, still doing the same work that you were doing for 10 years, and your self-worth was so low that even when you do get back into the job market, you're looking for restaurant jobs. I mean, it's not bad, don't get me wrong. But you already knew from the beginning you don't want to work that for the rest of your life. But you keep resorting to that. You had a friend from Houston who would always tell you, like, bro, like, I'm a felon and you're not. You have more opportunities than me and you can do so much, and you're working at Whataburger. You're working at temp agencies where they take a percentage of the cut of what you make. Like, that is so low brow. Like, that is so low. Like it ain't so low. It could get worse, but it's like, dog. Even my homeboy told me, he's like, you don't get it. Like, I see you wearing a suit to work every day. I see you working in an office setting. And I'm over here, like, working landscaping and all this other shit. Look, I don't mind. That's why I was working construction for 3 weeks. But I tell you, I think it's because I got distracted. I fumbled the ball. I messed up that opportunity. Because I was starting to get ahead of myself. Oh, I'm going to chill with the girl. We're going to go out to eat. We're going to have fun. I'm making money now. But just like that, it all went back to zero. Because you're not supposed to be on the same frequency as everybody else. 80% of everybody is on something else. And you're supposed to be the leader. Matter of fact, even up to this point, people have looked to you. They've looked to you for discretion, for advice. And you're a damn near homeless man. So imagine if you had the accolades. Imagine if you had the money, the credentials. I've been thinking lately too, man. This is how I know something's changing, bro. In my mind, the way I think, because I'm 29. You know, you can't be 30 years old, 35 years old, living off of a woman, still not taking care of responsibility. You need to take care of responsibility for your entire life. You don't have to live where you live. You don't have to fuck who you fuck. You don't have to be in this environment. You don't have to be in your hometown. And I always told myself, if I ever got to the point where I'm in super depression, instead of killing myself, I'd fucking dip out to Alaska. I know that's crazy, but in high school, I heard about this kid's dad who offed himself after his wife left him or whatever. And at that young age, I was like, damn, if it ever got that bad for me, G, I would just go up to Alaska, just fuck it, just one-way ticket, or just walk there, drive there, something. I'd get my ass up there. And I think what it is I'm seeking adventure. I need to get out. I was always meant to be. That's why I like landscaping. You know, it gets me out and about. I've always been different, bro. I'll walk 20 miles for 6 hours. I think it takes longer, but I'll walk 6 hours long. I'll do push-ups for 4 hours long, you know. So it's not lazy. I think it is lazy though, you know. But it's your mind. You know, I'm reading the Success Habits book for dummies. It's talking about how like people break their diet, right? But that's kind of like what I do. But it's on an end that people don't really notice. See, my shit is all in your face, straight up. Everyone can see my shit. But everybody else, you cannot see their shit straight up. I mean, you'll see the signs. They're overweight. They have a temperament. You know, they get anxiety easily. They allow the media to control their emotions. You know, so everybody has these tell signs, but either it's unrecognized or they let it go by. You know, nobody brings it up. You see, but my shit, because my shit is fundamental. You know, you go to work, boy, and you make that money. But the thing is, all that hour, all that energy is being wasted because it's not going into the right place. So what? You can chill with this female that you know you're not going to marry and you're not going to be with in the next 20 years, next 10 years, next 5 years. Like, honestly, there's no way you're going to be with this female in 5 years, dog. You're not going to be 35 years old with this female, dog. You're not going to be... Do you see yourself at 40 years old living this life? There's no fucking way. You knew that before you even got in the relationship. You knew that before you even moved in. But your self-worth was so low that you just went with the program like you're Forrest Gump, like a feather in the wind, just getting blown around. And in fact, you hated yourself so much that you do the shit that you know is bad for you. You don't even set yourself up for success. That's a horrible paradigm. And it's a bad habit that's been created over the past 5-6 years, bro. And that's why I'm saying it's detrimental. Something has to get... You have to do something way different, bro. Because the next 6 cannot be like the last. There's no way, bro. In 6 years, I'm going to be 35 years old. My mama told me not to date or anything till 35. I know that's a bit drastic. Maybe, maybe not. But I will say, for 6 years, you could focus on bettering yourself, controlling your emotions, retaining your energy. All these things that you know of, some guys don't even figure this out till they're 35, till they're 45. I think the reason why for you is because you don't have time to waste, but that's another lecture, right? But you know the plan, you need to get with the program. You know, washing dishes is part of my plan. And I've had this plan for a couple years now. And I feel like in the last year, I've configured everything. So I don't have to worry about what the next 6 years is going to look like for me because I know where I'm going with this. Down to the detail. I mean, the big details we'll figure out. You know, but for the first three years, bro, and I feel like I've been front loading to a degree. You know, I'm a YouTube guy, so all I do is make YouTube playlists. I'm also a music guy on Spotify, so all I do is make a music playlist. And I've been doing this for going on 6 years now. Just making playlist after playlist after playlist. And I know the reason why. Because in the future, and I've known this from the beginning subtly, there's going to come a time, I feel like, when I'm not going to have the leisure of designing playlists, of making YouTube playlists or making music playlists. Because there's going to be time to just pick up and go. You're going to have zero time to damn design and configure playlists and shit. I like to do it, but at least for a little bit, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. You know, just click it and go. We're always on the move, whether it's trucking, army. Hey. And the thing is, bro, I know everybody wants me to be a trucker. Like my dad says I can make money at it. My girl wants me to do it. Because they know I can make good money with it. But what does it matter? And these are the conversations I had with my mom. We literally said this because we said it was never about the money. I can make the money, but I told her straight up, I said, I fear that because my sister and I, we always tease my mom and dad saying, we were cute babies. Why didn't you put us in commercials? We could have been child actors. We could have been rich and famous. But I honestly believe that if I had gotten famous and rich as a teenager, then I'd be dead. Honestly, I feel like I would have got caught up in the drug scene because, hell, I didn't even want to smoke weed the first time, bro. But I got, whatever, pressure to do it or whatever the word is, peer pressure. Not even hard, but, you know, like, you're going to smoke today. And I'm like, oh, okay. And in my brain, I'm like, oh, my God, no. You know? So imagine, brother. Even today, as a grown-ass man, I'll do shit that I don't want to do. We'll be like, hey, we're going to do this, wah-da-wah, woo-woo. In my brain, I'm like, nah. But I'll be like, all right, let's go. And even to the extent where something small, like I'm driving with my homeboy, and we're talking, and he's about to miss his exit. And I know, hey, this is his exit, bro. Speak up. But I won't say shit, because I don't want to intervene. Like, hey, wait up. He's in the middle of talking. Hey, bro, stop. This is your exit, bro. You need to speak up for yourself. You need to stand 10 toes down on your morals. You wouldn't be in this position if you stood on your morals. You wouldn't have even moved in with the female. Your mom told you straight up. No disrespect. I'm sorry. But my mom told me straight up. She's like, but she's a whore, Joshua. Just from the way she dressed. Your mom didn't even want you with this woman. Your parents never wanted you with this woman. You went to your sister's wedding with her, and your aunt came up. First thing she said was, I'm praying for you to find the right woman. And I was drunk at this point, but I was like, oh, thank you. I'm smiling and shit. But in my brain, I'm like, dang, like, is it that strong that she had to come and tell me that? And then you're over here getting hurt by her. But you're setting yourself up. Because you know from the beginning she's not the one. But you don't want to hurt her feelings. And then you get emotionally attached because you like the company. And you adjust to the new identity. And then after a few years, when they finally realize, oh, now I understand what he was saying and why we're not compatible. But you are so comfortable in the relationship that you want to stay now. And she's like, get away, get away. Now the roles are reversed. And you're chasing and she's trying to back up. Because that's what you were doing in the beginning. You're trying to subtly back up and she's advancing. And now the roles are reversed. I'm going into overtime, but I feel like talking a little bit. But, you know, because she's...
Sun don't stop for nobody, man. Sun don't fucking stop. Sun gonna be up in the morning regardless. That sun is gonna be up in the morning regardless of how I fucking feel and how depressed I am. The sun is gonna fucking shine in the morning, and at nighttime the moon gonna be there, and you gonna look up. These days gonna keep going by. So do you let the days go by and look up and you done wasted a year doing what? Or do you just pick it up? Alright, well, gotta figure it out, made some mistakes, life goes on. Let me figure out life from this point. There is a way out. There is a way to do more, to get more, to obtain more. But I personally don't want to lose all that I've been able to get. So I need to make sure that I do everything to keep it. So I can't be content. So there is an understanding, but I refuse to click on the switch of, It's the story, man.
Yeah.
You know, we're all writing a book. What's your book look like? You got a bunch of chapters in your book, but when they close that book, how good was the book? How good was your book? What was the ending to your book? If the ending to my book can be so amazing because of all that was done, not the money, all that was accomplished, the first to do, the man that did this, he caused the merger between this. Because of his commitment and growth to this, the communities were then given this, made education this, changed the way the schooling was, blah, 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 gave books, gave computers, gave all of the things that can be associated with you and your existence become a part of the chapters in your book. So my drive is about my book. I was a New York Times #1 bestseller. People would be done. They did it. I'm writing another book. What happens if you are a 2-time New York Times #1 bestseller? If you get to 2, what happens if you get to 3? Hey man, how do books become successful? Who publishes them? I want to start a publishing company, Heartbeat Publishing. Why not? That's the thing. All I'm doing is sparking the awareness in others to go, why not? Why can't I create? Why can't I start? Why can't I be a business? Why can't I be a CEO? Why can't I be a tech guru? Why can't I fucking create cooking products? Lotions, scents, there's so much that some people just don't understand they can do. Let me be a spark to show how much, how many different, you don't have to do just one thing. When it's all said and done, my book is gonna be full of all the shit that Kevin Hart did. Because I never was content with doing just 1, 2, or 3. Why not?
We're in Walmart, so what do we do? Let's get the last 2. I've got to save 1 just to save it.
I'm genuinely happy. Discovery makes me happy. Like when you find different things to be excited about, it makes me happy. And it's weird when it clicks. In school, they used to tell you all the time, information is key. Read these books, there's so much knowledge. You're like, man, fuck that book. Got time to read that book? I want to go home. Goddamn Sonic the Hedgehog, I want to play. I'm at level 3. I ain't got time to read this book. The information and stuff that was forced down your throat at a certain age, you just may not be receiving it correctly, but then it clicks. You may gain information differently, and what you do with that information is up to you, but people have different roads they can go down. The education wasn't my pick of choice. It didn't do it for me. But the knowledge and the common sense that I have naturally allowed me to gain information, apply it differently. It allowed me to grow smart in so many different avenues, to where I said, oh my God, I found my niche, I found my talent, and now there's other things that my talent can take me to. I don't have all the knowledge and awareness, but I can align myself with people to do that, can teach me. Because now, guess what? Learning is cool.